who's the best trainer in the business with the horses he's got?
Doesn't necessarily mean they're the best. Joe Torre, the best manager ever? No.
No, I'm talking
He
about
just
right
had
now. The horses you've
no,
been
no, but
betting the
I'm saying
last few
right now,
months.
so Mark, it's the same thing, Mark. Bob Baffert, he has money behind him. They go buy horses. So yeah, you can say, oh, Bob Baffert's the best. Well, maybe if he was on even playing around with other trainers, everybody was on the same, had the same type of money coming in to go buy horses and whatnot. Maybe he wouldn't be the best. So you could say, yeah, Baffert is.
But
And the
I
other
bet
thing
for
too,
you, for
Mark.
your wallet, for your pocketbook, over the last 3 months when you bet, because you bet a lot. You're a horse player. Who's right now the jockey? If you were going to have another grandkid, this trainer's won you so much money, you would recommend they name him after him. Who would it be?
I'm not saying Baffert because I don't bet Baffert's horses because you ain't getting any. To me, it's you get a $6 horse. The same thing with some of these other guys, Pletcher. Again, they got people behind them that are looking to to win the big races.
Well, you could say now the same thing about jockeys because we talk about them all the time. There's certain jockeys that just they own that colony. They own it. It's theirs. They're going to win. They're going to.
And I can tell you, horses. I'll tell you something. There's some guys I know that like what's his name, Pratt, Jockey. Every time I bet the guy, his horse ain't around. So it's also who you do good with.
Remember, Zick, sometimes somebody's got to be dead to you. That jockey's dead to me. We had a situation, however, where West threw out a horse on the day that Gaffleone won 4, and it was that jockey that he threw out. He threw him out on Thursday. On Saturday, he won 4 in a row.
So, right now, the best, like if you talk about jockeys, again, they get mounts, where they're stationed at. We got the Ortiz, Iraq. He's probably one of the top ones now. When what's his name gets a horse that has a shot, he's a good jockey. Rosario, he relocated out to California. Giroux, they're all, there's good jockeys there. Like Mike Smith. Mike Smith went out to California, became a star.
Well, I think
he wasn't a superstar in New York. He was a good jockky, but he went out and guess what? He hooked up with the right trainer, with the right horses, and he's a star.
New York, those are all different colonies, and basically that's what they call it. A group of jockeys, it's just jockey colony, and if you're trying to get mounts and they're already set, it's hard to pick up mounts. It really is.
You look at you go back. Over probably 20 years ago, down south, Pat Day. Pat Day took his tack to New York. He didn't last long in New York. He didn't do too good in New York,
Yeah.
Now, over the years of betting the horses, over 40 years of betting them, today, the best jockey, I still say, is Cordero. If I had a horse in the Kentucky Derby, if he was around, that's what I would want riding my horse.
He's a legend, no doubt. All right, let's talk about the Florida Derby now. On a Florida Derby day, how many of the racetracks will you bet that are in the racing form? There's 8 racetracks in the racing form, something like that.
Oh, there's a million tracks, Mark. You could bet anything. Not like when we first started out. That's the best part. We played the New York track that was running, and at nighttime you didn't have a track to bet except either Roosevelt or Yonkers.
Yeah, but when I grab my form.
But today I bet Mark. I could look at Tampa Bay for a couple of races. I could look at Gulfstream for a couple of races. You got Aqueduct in the wintertime. I could tell you this: my experience over the last 30 years with Aqueduct is that you probably could find maybe 2 races, to look at during the card, and that's it probably. You got Fairgrounds. Santa Anita's gotten to the point where that's like, almost like Aqueduct, because you look at some of the cards and there's 5 horses in a race.
Well,
5 horses.
I talked to Squeak this week, and we were laughing about that. First of all, I don't believe they should be running horses in the wintertime. They got to go to Florida. I'm betting off of my phone. I really don't care where the horse is located when I'm betting it. And that poor horse is running against the snow's coming sideways. It's 30 below, and the horses are running on the backstretch. And sometimes the caller can't call the race because he can't see him because of the snow. I'm thinking they should not run that race.